afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about the markets. Welcome back, guys, and boy, we have quite a few things to talk about on today's show. Obviously, the market is green today, but we've had much larger things, I think, happen beneath or above the surface, I guess, depending on your perspective, including things involving Binance, Hyperliquid. We're going to get into all of that and then some later on today's stream. But welcome, guys. I'm Snorlax. You also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Tucker, Chef Jackus, and of course, Max. Welcome back to you guys. Heading into the end of yet another week in markets. And boy, has it been an interesting opening month of the quarter, right? So much has happened. I feel like we pumped, we dumped, we're chop solidating, and now we've got some very big news. But before we can get into what that news is and obviously what it means for the market, you guys should know the deal at this point. Let's hit the like button. Let's run it up. Let's get that YouTube algorithm liking because Bitcoin channel. And yeah, we're going to talk about all things markets today with you all, and we're going to have a great show. But yeah, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done that. You never know, we might pull up soybeans on any random day if you guys haven't. But all right, getting into what news am I talking about, right? Like, what is he talking about? If you don't know, I mean, I'm assuming if you're watching this show, you probably already do know. There's been an assortment of news that's come out throughout the morning, and we'll start with the biggest one, which is that CZ has been pardoned by Trump. I'm sure we all have some thoughts on what that means. Obviously, how that comes off after what occurred 2 weeks ago. I will not get too deep into the debate. I will let the debate form after we do the intro. But we've also got some big news coming out of a Robinhood listing for Hyperliquid, right? So Binance's direct competitor has been listed on Robinhood. I think earlier this week as well, they announced a new treasury company has formed. They're going to buy about $1 billion worth of Hyperliquid tokens. And then, of course, the first news that I read this morning was that Jamie Dimon basically confirmed that QT will be ending next week at FOMC. So we've really got quite the assortment of headlines to discuss on Market Check for you guys. I mean, the market is pretty much in the same spot as it was on Monday, which, I'll be honest, I think is a positive as a whole for this market, that we continue to establish a base and support at this very important level, right, for all markets, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. But how are we viewing things right now? What do we think about CZ's pardon, and of course all of these other headlines that have hit the tape this morning?
Well, CZ getting pardoned was something that I was expecting to happen, alongside Binance possibly doing business in the US again, and BNB mooning too. And I think all of those are sort of slowly happening, transitioning. It's irrelevant what we think of it. It's happening nonetheless. And maybe criminal to some degree, some could say. But I think somehow this is going to be positive for the prices.
Yeah, I think that obviously QT potentially coming to an end is a lot more significant than CZ getting pardoned.
Yeah,
for sure. I think that's good for CZ, I guess. Everybody gets scam wicked out on your exchange, and then you're actually pardoned. But that's all right. You know what? Good for him. I'm happy for him. It doesn't really matter to me. I think the market's going to move where the market's going to move, regardless of whether CZ is pardoned or not. Clearly, he's still been a pretty active participant in this market for a while, regardless of, I guess, his criminal status. So it's just not really like a big factor. I think, like, nice headline. I would like to be able to trade on Binance if I wanted to in the US. So like that could be a cool little perk for me. But I don't really think, like, if the market's going to move up from here, it's not going to be because like CZ got pardoned. It's going to be because of everything else. That's just like a nice headline. So I think CZ's been here the whole time. Like it doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't really change anything. So for me, it's still a matter of Bitcoin needs to get above that quarterly open. And it's been taking quite some time. But Bitcoin really needs to get above, like, what is the quarterly open? I think it's 114-ish. So like until Bitcoin gets above that quarterly open, it's like we're just going to kind of chop and diddle. I think it looks somewhat constructive here, maybe. I'd say it looks a little bit awkward. But yeah, I mean, that line that you have, Tucker, is, I mean, it's pretty close to where we really need to flip. That might be just a little bit in front of the quarterly open, but yeah, we need to reclaim that region. Yeah, somewhere right in there.
I mean, yeah, this whole, like, I think this high was pretty important. We like kind of wicked into it,
It was a monthly open retest. I still think we do need to see the price, and I think we will see it. And at that point, if we do see it, that's over for bears. If we reclaim the monthly open, that's been the monthly open level. We retested it.
Yeah.
And the price still does need to flip it. But the thing is, it doesn't have anywhere else to go. And I think by end of the month, which is 1 week and 2 days, so 9 days ahead from now, I think the market is going to decide which direction is going to take. We are still coming out of the lowest monthly volatility ever. All right. We had the biggest swap of hands of Bitcoin in history too, where OG wells were selling to big spot buyers. We saw the wallets with balances of 100 or more Bitcoins going exponential.
Mhm.
This entire year has been basically, we have been like, we haven't really moved anywhere this year on BTC. This entire year was just sideways pretty much. We had a shakeout in April, then we went slightly higher, and now we are where we are. But I think all of that has been this transition of hands to hands. The psychological milestone has been accomplished, which is accepting above 100K and not losing it, which I think is important.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is bears then who has something to prove here. Bears really need to push us down here, because if we do reclaim the monthly open with all of these news, with QT ending, with rate cuts coming, right, with IWM hitting new highs again, I mean, with yields going down, if we flip monthly open, I think that opens a room for new all-time highs. And if that happens, you are breaking out of the lowest monthly volatility ever to the upside. And you do not want to step in front of that train, in my opinion. So while we are, there is more steps ahead, this little line, it's like that little piece of domino that unlocks all these other dominoes ahead, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. I just think we got a lot of work to do here. I think we got a lot of work to do.
To 116? To 116 level?
Yeah.
Like 114 as the quarterly open. Yeah.
Like, I think if you get stuffed by that again, I think it's not looking good, of course. But
yeah, you definitely do need to get above that level. But once again, with ease, basically going through 2 bear markets and now flipping one of the most, what will be, in my opinion, one of the most obvious hard time frame retests in history, what it has in front of it, I just don't think it's logical to be expecting ETH going up and BTC not going up. I think they'll both do so, and they'll do so magnificently.
yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to move together for sure. But
Yeah. I just am still, I mean, it's so clear for me, right? Like I'm still overwhelmingly net long. Let me be super clear. I do not think the cycle's over. It's just I don't really see a point in getting like overly excited until the quarterly open is reclaimed. And I think it's super obvious where it's like if you see Bitcoin back above 114 looking strong, we're gonna rip. ETH is gonna rip. ETH BTC is gonna rip. But until then, it's just like we move up a little bit, we move down a little bit, we move up a little bit, we move down a little bit. And like nothing is happening, right? And I I hope that we reclaim it sooner rather than later. It's just like there's just no momentum right now, and maybe it comes off the headline of, QT ending, like the official announcement, right? But I feel like something needs to spring us back up. We're already getting into the last week of, October. We've got, 8 days left, and October's been pretty bad. But I think if we can manage to salvage the October monthly close, then I think you are really set up for a really bullish Q4 still. But kind of going off what you said, Tucker, like there's just still work to be done.
Yeah.
But like it can be. It could happen today, like I don't know. It could. It's just that 114 level on Bitcoin. And what's the quarterly open on ETH? Like 4,200 or maybe a little under?
Let's see, the core of the monthly open, same thing. 4150. 4150. So let's go back.
Yeah, I mean, like flip that level and then your Tucker Nachi line up there. It's like, dude, we're flying, And by the way, like,
good.
If we get above that level, it's like I really think ETH is not just going to go to like 5K. Like it's probably going to like 6K and up. Like it's going to start. It's going to break. It'd be breaking out of a 4.5-year range is what it would be doing. If you look at it from like a multi-cycle, range basis, it's been stuck between 4,900 and 2K for 4.5 years. Like you flip that level, you salvage the October open. Let's just say like the October Q4 open, you salvaged the first month of the quarter after sentiment and the worst altcoin dump we've ever had, and you reclaim it and close the month green. Yeah, like we're flying, but it just hasn't happened yet. But I hope it does. I really hope it does. Jackus thinks it will, it sounds like, which gives me some hope.
The impact that the end of QT will inevitably have on ETH DeFi.
The impact. Can you be specific? What do you mean?
There's just going to be more money able to enter the crypto sphere. Just generally speaking, a lot of funds will be able to park more passive liquidity into DeFi, which was a big driver of ETH's price appreciation in 2021.
I think one of key things that will happen is that lots of people will be interested in just parking money in ETH ETFs, the staking ones, of course. And then the people operating them and so forth, and all of these TradFi companies, focusing on ETH as well, they'll be looking to grow value per share to their investors by doing all kinds of DeFi mechanics to bring more value, whether that's restaking, whether that's betting on or selling future yield and so forth. But the thing is that it will get an approval from the officials, from the regulators, from the government, and that's, I think, where it's heading from here. This higher time frame retest, that's the pre-bull market final shakeout to me. In hindsight, it will be obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, imagine price going up, but you are still scared that it's over every single time. That's where we are. We rallied from 1,400 on ETH. It went to 5K. We discussed this pullback in August. We are here and everyone's shitting their pants while we are still at it. I'm gonna start shit my pants when BTC loses 107, when ETH loses 3.4. That will be tough. Then I'll shit my pants. But until then, this is one of the most obvious bull market retests in history. And when we trade at 10 or 20K, then those will be, you'll look back and be like, I wish, I had it this easy as those people back then. But you will look back and you'll know how tough it was.
There's that old saying, right? They will say you got lucky. You're so lucky you were around for that retest. I would have scooped it up if I had been around.
Yeah.
You would have called cycle top, be honest.
Dude, yeah, like I get why high time frame it does look like it's just a simple retest. Like, like we break above, retest, how could you have thought the top was in? Like, so obvious. I'm
terrified personally, but that's just me.
So am I. Like, if we're really gonna go by a line, there's one. If we're gonna go by another one,
if we're gonna go by lines, there's one.
Yeah, there's another. You
want to see lines? Let's talk lines. I'll show you lines.
But if we're talking lines, we're under some pretty important lines, in my opinion. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like if we're gonna go higher, we're gonna flip 4150 the monthly open, and then you can bid again, right? And if we're not, then
Let me just say this. Here's my only concern. Just keep this chart up how you have it, Tucker. ETH has done nothing but burn me all cycle. Like, it's just been a sack of crap all cycle. Every time it looked good, it actually was the biggest fade. I have personally been conditioned to just refuse to acknowledge any Ethereum prosperity, right? Because it's done nothing but abuse me all cycle. My only concern here is that, yeah, you know what? There is one giant monthly FEG, like right below us. And I don't like it. See that little fella?
Yeah.
He's not such a little fella. He's a big fella. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get hit. I'm just saying if we work off of the mindset of how can they hurt me the most? How can they hurt me again? That would hurt me again. That would certainly hurt me again. And I hope they don't hurt me again, because I'm not doing anything to protect myself, if I'm being honest. I mean, maybe a little bit, but like, I'm just chilling. I'm sitting here waiting for that glorious bull market for Ethereum. But, I do worry a little bit, just a little bit about that fella. Just a little bit. I say, how can they hurt me? And let me ask you the question, Tucker, like, how could they hurt you?
I mean, this would absolutely hurt a lot. We've got this like one back here. I mean, we filled it obviously, but I think there's just still some levels down here. I mean, this would, okay, here's the thing about max pain, right? I know everybody's like, oh, 1010 happened and 19 billion was flushed, and everybody's bearish, like max pain is up. Max pain is always straight down in a straight line. Okay?
You're correct. Yeah. People love to say max pain is up, but like, it's not. It never is. It never is.
Always.
It's always straight.
Max pain is this, okay? Max pain is
10K ETH. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like,
Max pain is range to me.
Nah,
it's
max pain is 0, bro.
It's not. It's literally not.
Brother, I can speak from personal experience that it hurts a lot more to see ETH flush 60-70% than it does for it to range.
No. Let me explain. Okay, it's different if it retraces 60%, but if we are talking about zero, right, then zero is not the max pain. If shits were to die, like if it goes to zero, you just quit. You finally are out of this, gambling addiction, and you can move on with your life. But with a range, you are stuck. That's the max pain.
I think for me, I'm just kind of viewing this compression that Bitcoin has been cooking in pretty simply. Like I've been saying this on Discord, like when I'm referring to compression, I'm like, all right, the range between 107 to 117, maybe even like 116K. I don't think we're getting a fake out move from either below the lows or above those highs. For example, if you are losing 106 to 107K, I don't think it's just going to be a deviation down to like 95 or 100K, and then we're going to bounce back up like everything's fine. I think you're going to nuke to 80. And in the same way, if we're breaking out above 115K, I don't think that you're going to form any sort of shoulder. I think if you get that, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's fully risk on, because not only are you seeing a market structure break to the upside, within the context of the downtrend we've been in this month, but you're also going to see, in my opinion, probably a market structure break on ETH BTC to the upside. A lot of these altcoins are going to form market structure breaks to the upside. You're not going to be forming a complacency shoulder in that case, and you're probably just going to start ripping. And I'd be looking for ETH Bitcoin into like probably 0.06 by the first quarter of next year, if that's the case, right? But I'm not like, I don't think that you're going to get a fake out move from the range that we've been cooking at this point. I just think below 107 or above 115, 116, like you just don't fade whichever way that the market determines over the next few weeks.
No, you don't fade it. That's like, again, we are coming out of the lowest monthly volatility ever. Exactly, Tommy. And Tucker, maybe you can stay on the monthly, and do this exactly this line, right? By the way, never in history have we lost a monthly support on Bitcoin. Never in history have we lost a monthly support. That was the origin of the move.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of confluence right here, like this 50-week and this monthly support, like
you don't want to see what's below that, man. You really don't.
You don't want to see that.
Do you think we could do that, Jackus?
No.
We need to from here.
I love when Chef gets up only mode, man. That's my favorite Chef.
I know.
The food just tastes better,
We really got a hold here. Like there are certain levels that you simply you must hold them, and if you don't, that opens up a can of worms down below.
Yeah.
And in this instance, it would open up to me a can of worms that was never opened before. But I remain positive. I see, structurally we are very good. Fundamentally, we are even better. There are pretty much reasons to me to only go up. But there's something, I always am a market respecter. The market knows things that you cannot, or at least you cannot see them in real time. Maybe you are able to see them like 6 months from now.
Unless you're in the insider trading cabal ring, then you can see them.
Exactly. But you can see them in price. You can see what the cabal is seeing in price by closing basis on larger time frames. And so I don't, if by any chance we were to break down, that's telling you something's changed. But until you get it, you gotta remain positive.
Is this real?
It's misleading, but
real.
What is not misleading is the end of QT that's coming, and that QE is coming back at some point is also that may be not confirmed yet, but it's coming. And so far, this has been an adoption cycle too. This has not been like we've been going up 700%. Like there are people who are like, we've already pumped 700%. That means we can't go up anymore, 4-year cycle. But it's like, damn, there are so many, assets in the past that pumped 700% and went another 700% higher. So that argument doesn't really like mean anything. And we've been going up this 700% through the period of QT. That has not happened before. Imagine, so what it is saying is that this was adoption so far, real adoption. And imagine if QE even comes in alongside that adoption, right? You're not pricing that in.
How do we feel about this?
What?
I mean, it's probably fine. like actually, it could be okay.
The divorce.
The divorce, yeah. The divorce.
Study 2017 and Berdiffs.
I know. Let's actually do that. Where's 2017? I don't know. It wasn't bad, honestly.
It was. You're just not seeing it real time. Like for example, that right there.
Yeah.
You clearly had a like before it moved higher. You clearly had a bear diff there on 3 occasions. Even on the other one.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah. No. Go to the no. Go back. Just that spike in the no. You had it. You had it. Yes. Just extend it to the next one, like down, because in the middle, right? What was like? Wait. No, not like that. Let me.
You pull it up.
Yeah. I'll just hide some of my drawings here.
Hey, we got a new member.
Is that the YouTube membership?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what that does, but
I don't either.
But I really appreciate that. I think it just means it's probably like a few bucks a month or something. Thank you for helping keep the lights on at BB.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Talk. So you see this one, but on this candle, you've already broken higher. And you also had a bear diff at that time while being here, right? And this happens many, many times. You'll get, for example, here, right? You also had another bear diff. And you still, right? You had this or this one, and you still went higher up. So like that only matters at certain situation. It's not to disregard it, but again, there's been plenty of bear diffs on the way up, and the price still went higher. Again, what I've been saying, if you look back, what I was saying earlier today on Twitter, this is where everyone would be saying, that the whales are dumping on you. This is the clear, parabola. You're up 1,500%. It's clearly over here. Bear diffs all around. By the end of the bear market, we have never ever revisited these prices. These prices were never revisited in a bear market. So when we go to when we go to the current prices, just because you're getting some bear this here, right? And you probably need to go more on a monthly time frame. This
That
can
monthly
very
RSI, by the way, is the most compelling case that I can see for the top not being in. Is we didn't even get close to what we've done in the previous cycle.
I agree.
we haven't hit the parabolic phase yet. We haven't hit overheated phase yet. We've been vertically accumulating. This, what people don't get, this was the bear market. This was the bear market for BTC. The bear market was that we didn't outperform other asset classes, right? BTC versus gold since March 24 is down. You didn't go parabolic. The paradigm has changed since ETFs, which were here. So since here, basically, it changed. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. But the trend remains clear.
No, Chef, pull your screen back up. You were cooking.
Yeah. You were cooking. You always do that.
He's quick to turn it off, man. It's just
He is. He is.
he doesn't want to give away too much.
No, never.
That's true. It's reserved to the people that care, to the people who want to take it seriously. It's true. I still give people what I think, but if you want to juice, you know where to get it.
All right, so you said Bitcoin monthly RSI max.
We take it back and we give it to the people.
Mhm.
Anybody remember what that's from?
Yeah. Oh, what is it? Tell me, what is it?
It's from Batman.
Yeah. I know, it's just weird. Like monthly RSIs never look like this, at least where it is. I mean, it's either set up for just a monstrous leg higher
Or a monstrous nuke.
Just it's literally.
I'm with you though. Like the monthly RSI is. I think we're gonna get clarity on like what direction that's gonna resolve in like the next few weeks, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we discussed this ahead of the show, Tommy, that bears have something to prove in likely the next 14 days to 1 month.
Yeah.
If the Bears can't capitalize right here, we're going to go higher.
For sure.
I've been saying that for weeks. Like, this is their place to nuke it.
Yes.
And if they can't, then we rip. It's super simple. But we'll see, I guess.
I think the onus is on the Bulls here, low key.
I think it's on the Bears. Like what I said on ETH at the lows, when ETH was at 1,800, and I was saying it's the Bears that really have to prove something here, because if they fail to hold this price down here, that means you are reclaiming the range above you, which means you'll end up reclaiming the range of 2024 above 2K, which means you are going to go and fill all the CME gaps, which means you'll attack 4K, at which point you are going to break it and then probably retest it. And here we are. And I think it's once again the Bears that has to prove something, that this was a deviation for ETH and Bitcoin. And if they can't prove it, then you'll end up going higher in the trend again. The market doesn't need a reason to keep going up. It needs a reason to go down.
That's true. I agree. Definitely agree with that. The stock market's not doing anything. I think IWM needs to put in a breakaway candle like soon.
Yeah, dude, this thing's been a meat grinder for so long.
I think it needs to put in a breakaway.
Yeah.
Like, especially on kind of let's see if it's a weekly. No, it's like the 2 week or the monthly chart. Like, if this monthly closes under the all-time high, it looks gross, but it looks fine for now. But enough grind up. Like, we need one of these. We need one of those right there. A little breakaway. One of these.
Yeah, we are. And dude, I wonder if that's going to end up being like the end of QT announcement, if that's just going to like meat stick everything, you know? It kind of seems like it's perfectly timed with the position of the chart, but I don't know. It's just like something has to give here. We're just chop solidating right at that, 4-year all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice.
Poof.
Oof.
Oh, this is actually. What were we looking at that did this? Was it ETH?
What are you talking about?
I have no idea either.
Oh no, it's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin, dude. Okay, we just observe. Like, let's just go daily. Like this. And then it was fried. Like it started to look bad, and then it put in one last, and then it just died.
Yeah, but what you are missing here, is the context that BTC has first accepted above 100K psychological level, and second that it's doing a support retest. Like it spent 7 months building that resistance, and it has flipped it and is now holding above it. That wasn't the IW case back then.
No, that's true. And this.
But I agree. If BTC were to break down here, then that would be bad. So it's once again bears that have to prove something. Otherwise, the trend is intact, and you keep going within the direction of the trend.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes back to what we said, like flip the monthly open, we're back. If you can't, like, I just think if it just kind of like piddles around here, you know what I mean? I think sideways is bad. Honestly. I don't think you can just like hang out below like 110 for that long. But
I agree. Like I've literally been saying this for 2 weeks now. I'm like, as long as Bitcoin is below the quarterly open, it's technically vulnerable. If the bears can't break it down from here, we are going a lot higher, right? Like they have to capitalize on this. There's just no possible way that like there's a better opportunity for the bears. They have to break it down from around here. There's just no logic. It feels like they really just have to do something here.
Can you go once again on the monthly time frame on BTC?
Mm-hmm.
Now do me that single line.
Yeah.
Of support. It is bears that must prove that they can get down below it here. Not the bulls. Bulls just doing a retest. It's bear that needs to prove that it wants to accept back within the prior range.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. What is that? 102?
Show me a broken monthly support in this bull market.
Yeah, we haven't had one. They've been perfect retest basically. Like even this little thing, stair step, even this, and bidding every stair step has been fruitful for sure.
What about the prior cycle? Can you go back?
Let's do
Can you start from 2013?
Yeah, where we broke market structure. I mean, you didn't really break it till there, I guess. On the monthly.
Yeah,
you didn't even have retests of it, really. Like,
yeah. So there was a support, right? 2014 bear market, price retest that support, then breaks higher, goes into a bull market, holds each support every single time.
Yeah.
Right? That's 2018. It came the closest to breaking the monthly support, the monthly demon there. It was the closest one it came to.
Yeah, you finally did, like right here.
No, it's the red candle there. Yeah.
You mean the bottom, like down there?
Yeah, you didn't get below the bottom of that wick.
Yeah.
You accumulated within it, but you didn't break below it.
Yeah, you didn't break even below this.
Then you rallied from the 2018 lows. COVID comes, you come back, retest that support. Then you pump higher. You never once again come below it. 2022 bear market, you hold it. So the bull market remains intact.
What do you guys think about Hyperliquid getting a Robinhood listing?
That's huge. No?
I mean, oh, whoa, what happened there?
Sorry.
Oh, that was the Friday wick. How could I forget?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't I mean, I don't know if it matters a ton, but like that's, good for them. It's great. Do you think it's important?
I mean, it's access to new liquidity. That's kind of been like Hyperliquid's biggest issue so far, is that they haven't had, there's like too many hurdles for liquidity to be onboarded there.
Mm. Just feels like one of those retail listings that, I don't know, whenever we get them, it just seems like nothing. I don't know. It just kind of seems like whenever Coinbase or Robinhood lists something, then it's over. But
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say the best looking structure right now, but I think if the market does turn up, you're probably looking at a pump into the airdrop. Because I'm going to keep saying I think there's going to be another Hyperliquid airdrop. And I think when it comes out, it's probably another local top on the market. But for one, it's probably going to pump into the airdrop if people think they're going to be incentivized to trade on the platform. So could have implications for PER, which is really kind of the only Hyperliquid beta in the market, in my opinion, outside of the NFTs. But yeah, I mean, I think it's like when we look at Bitcoin structure, when we look at these altcoin structures, if Hyperliquid, or rather if Bitcoin reclaims those levels, Hyperliquid's probably reclaiming that trend line. And then how does that change the context of the market structure?
It's like every single ticker out there has the same level it needs to reclaim. We're going to have some awesome reclaims and have a lot of fun, or we're cooked and you're going to die. So Well, I hope something gives. I really do.
Yeah.
It's kind of a boring day, I guess.
I think the timing on the CZ pardon could not be worse, honestly.
You think so?
Why?
I know it's probably good for like the overall market, I guess, but I just think after what happened 2 weeks ago, to get the pardon now is definitely going to leave a very sour taste in a bunch of people's mouths.
It's sort of like when the Trump family said they made 1 billion of crypto after the liquidation event. You know,
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
it's like fuck you and your entire family.
Like, oh,
That's
that's
how
so
people-
great.
that's how
Everybody
people
just
feel.
got carted out, but we're so happy for you guys. We're so thrilled you're doing well.
It's like people are looking at the charts, you know, their portfolio liquidated, and they come out and say, "We made 1 billion," and you're like, "You mean you just stole it from me?"
Yeah, basically.
And then they pardon easy.
That's a good looking volume profile, honestly. That's what there's not like if that
I like
point
it.
was at 48, that would be bad.
My only argument against that volume profile is that most of the volume for hype is done on Hyperliquid, and we can't actually chart it.
That's true.
So I'm like, how much of this volume is? I mean, I'm sure it's somewhat similar, right?
Can we get?
It's probably going to be similar, just bigger in like, you know, the volume in size, but like the levels will be probably similar.
Who is even trading on KuCoin anymore? That's the real question.
We still can't get hype on here.
By the way, are you liking the stream, Anon?
Probably not. They don't hit the like button anymore.
They're allergic to the like button.
You better start liking again.
Interesting. Farcoin up 6% today. Any thoughts, gentlemen?
Farcoin
up 6% today.
Let's see.
For arguably no reason. But as they say on any given day, right? When you're the best asset in the world, you don't need a reason to pump, you know?
I dislike Farcoin very strongly. Farts aren't, but
it's just funny that it's up 6% and look at the chart. It's like so cooked.
My little baby girl just pooped herself today after like 4 days, so maybe that's the reason. My farts are up today.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean, you want to see a bad volume profile.
No, I don't want to see it. Oof.
That's
not good.
Am I crazy to think that it could still actually recover from here? Put in some pumps. Am I crazy?
Farcoin?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
You guess I'm crazy, or you guess it could?
I guess it could. I guess it could. The biggest thing working against it is it's a winter mute coin.
Well, what are you insinuating? What's wrong with winter mute?
Sorry, I meant to say that they're delta neutral, so it's difficult for them to pump Farcoin.
The real humble Farmore.
I mean, for me, I actually like when we're talking about soul shit coins that give context for cyclicality, I still think it's Farcoin. Or Farcoin, what am I saying? No, I think it's Popcat, actually. If you look at the Binance listing for Popcat on perps ever since, like, talk about a binary level. This is either the Pico bottom for Soul memes or they go to zero, like literal zero.
I think lots of stuff is going to literal zero here, pretty much. Like if we can pull up Dot, for example, Polkadot, and lots of other charts like this, they've just lost their all-time levels, pretty much to me. And so,
holy crap, man, that thing is just.
And I think this is good for the space. It's the big cleansing.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, but the market makers have to buy back the altcoins. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Did Adam ever recover after going to zero? Did anybody check in on it?
We can check in.
I haven't checked. It seems nobody cares.
Yeah, no one cares. They recovered a little bit.
But they're contractually obligated to market make these coins. Well, look, a criminal entity is not contractually obligated to do anything for another criminal entity. You seem to be forgetting the important part.
Yeah.
Although, you know, like it is a good thing for most of these altcoins to just have no bid going forward. We'll keep saying this. I don't know. Too many coins.
Dude, how many coins? That's actually impressive, dude. It wicked below its COVID dump. Like, how many coins have made new lows since COVID? That's unbelievable.
That's insane.
That's a very small group right there. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, coins below COVID lows.
Gorlami. Listen here, Fudster McFudster. One, it's down 90%, of which it's been down 90% numerous times and then gone on to rally. One, you will watch Andy rip to new highs, and I will be there acting like a buffoon on the timeline when it happens, just to be super clear. I will be acting like I haven't been there before. I'll be acting a fool when that happens because of all the crap I've gotten. It's going to happen. You know, it is going to happen. I will be there. I will be chanting. I will be celebrating. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of people there with me. I've been through way too much. I've been through way too much over meme coins. Let's put it that way. All by accident. It will happen. You will see. The structures, Andy and Wolf, they look good. You know, like I know you'll be like, oh, well, you know, look how far off their all-time highs there are. It's like, that doesn't matter. Look at the whole market. Like, look at how many opportunities they both had to completely die for the past year and a half, 2 years, and they just haven't. Like they don't trade like charts that are, you know, like the Sol Burj Khalifa pattern that just goes to zero. Like they don't trade like that. Not at all. Like they very much so trade like they just trade like beta to large cap meme coins, you know, and their structures are holding up. And that's not even the real Pepe chart. If you look at the one on chain, that wick didn't even happen.
Yeah, let's see. Which one is it? 2.6.
Well, hang on. Look, listen to this. Jackus explained to you why actually Bitcoin's been in a bear market. We haven't had the bull yet. All right. So maybe we've really just been in a bear the whole time. Wouldn't that be so funny if that was actually true? Like we look back and we're just like, we were literally in a bear market the whole time.
I mean, alts have been in a bear market for the past 600 days.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah.
I mean, no, if you really think about it, the alts have been in a bear market way longer than 600 days. Look at others' dominance, right?
True.
I mean, they've been in a bear market for years. Look at that thing, down only. I mean, the 2023 move was a complacency shoulder. See?
Yeah, but at least there was something, right?
At least there was something. Yeah. Bitcoin rallies 800% and we're just starting. I mean, that's what the best trader that I know thinks. So if he thinks it, then I'm just going to tail him on his opinion because my brain is half off right now from all the stress. So yeah, that's what he says. Then that's what it is. Show some respect. And probably buy Andy while you're at it.
Hang on, let's see. What did I just do?
Tucker, what are you cooking up?
I don't know. I just wanted to see what this looks like. I mean, it's been in such a bear market that IWM swept the all-time high and others did not. And this is obviously definitely a function of the lack of QE, right?
Wait. Do me a favor. Draw that vertical line when IWM made a new all-time high. Like price discovery, not just like a wick, right? So like put it right there. That's potentially interesting, right? That shit was nuking. Then IWM goes into price discovery and that kicks off alt season. That could be interesting. Now, to be fair, IWM really hasn't gone in price discovery yet. It's kind of made a new all-time high, but I wouldn't call this price discovery. It's discovering chop near the all-time high. So I'm sure that if alts are going to rally this cycle, I don't even think this chart needs to make a new all-time high. I mean, like, how about even just like, yeah, that line right there, 12, 13%. Like, that'd be a huge move from altcoins. You know, others dominance going to 12, 13%. I'm sure that this time around, if alts are going to rally, it's going to be off the back of IWM making a new all-time high, right? Kind of similar to last cycle. Tucker, what do you think? Talk to me. Am I crazy?
No,
Tell me
no,
everything.
you're not. I just think like it took 6 months from when IWM went into price discovery to when others topped, which IWM was 36% above its previous all-time high, right? So 6 months and 30%. Basically.
That's fine. Q2. I'll see you in Q2. That's no problem.
6 months and 30%.
But that's also to the top of the others dominance rally. It was rallying hard, you know.
Of like when to get out, basically, right?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm more just saying like when could we start having some rallies? Not even like when is the cycle over, right?
And does other dominance bottom?
Yeah. So maybe a month after-ish, month and a half.
After, yeah, and it kept going down actually while IWM went up.
Yeah.
For like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think the bigger question for me is not like, okay, we can probably identify 2 or 3 market leaders among altcoins that will probably run. It's kind of always been like that when Bitcoin trends, when ETH trends. Question to me is like, what chain is even capable of generating on-chain activity right now, like in a real way? Because we had BSC, a bunch of people got rinsed on BSC coins. I think way worse than they're probably willing to admit. In addition to the fact that like right after that, you had people get rinsed on perps, and it was very largely retail that got hit the hardest, despite the fact that market makers did also get fucked. Retail really got rinsed on both of those dumps. So for me, I'm like, all right, well, I can identify altcoins in an uptrend. I can identify where I want to be bullish on majors once again, but I don't know what chain on-chain speculation is realistically going to come back to. I could maybe identify like where DeFi can pop back into the equation too. But again, like shitcoining on-chain, at least how we've known it since I would say the ending of 2023, that's very difficult for me to pinpoint right now. I really don't think there's an easy or simple solution to that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we see the stimulus checks go out, then that would change things, I think, a little bit. But
are we getting stimmies? What's the deal?
Potentially, yeah.
For what?
I think
Why?
just like from tariff revenue. They've
That
talked
would
about.
be awesome.
We'll probably get it close to the midterms if I had to guess.
What, next month? Wait,
That's not next month.
that's next year. Yeah.
So you're telling me end of QT and stimmy checks?
I don't think you're getting a stimmy check like imminently. I think that's probably something we get closer to midterms next year.
Yeah.
I think based on my income, I'm not getting anything personally, but maybe somebody out there wants to buy my shit coins with their stimmy check.
Buy my
my
shit
shit
coin.
Buy
Buy
my
my
I think on-chain needs a liquidity generation event. Because everything that's been on-chain for the last like year has been completely value extractive.
Mhm. Dude, this has just been the cycle of like everybody stealing everybody's money, you know? Like every protocol. Like, dude, think about all the brand new, like promising L1s that just launched at crazy FDVs and then immediately turbo G'd all their bags onto everybody that wanted to invest in it.
Dude, Monad is dropping like in like 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure that's the new shiny L1.
We'll see how they handle it.
FDV though,
Is it?
it's going to be very hot, like probably 20 bill FDV.
Jeez.
Well, dude, it's crazy that a lot of these projects launch at these insane valuations and they're literally ghost chains or they're just used to gamble, you know, like they don't actually do anything. And the team, like, you know, they promise all this stuff and then they literally are just like, you know what, fuck this, just give me my money. And then it just does nothing. And they just nuke it. And then the market makers nuke it.
Wait, how did I say?
I'm actually incredibly bearish on like investing in crypto tech. Like I think Bitcoin, ETH, and meme coins, if you know how to like pick them, that's kind of all that you really need. Like I don't think most of this shit's gonna do anything like ever.
Did I say this weird, Max?
What?
Monad? Is that right?
I say Monad, but that's just me.
Monia.
With the
Hyperliquid's a good fundamental investment for like a multi-year period.
Yeah, and there is some stuff like hype that actually I think is good, but I think most of this stuff is just we're a little bit faster and cheaper than the other guy. I don't know. It's like, dude, what is it even doing? Like what think about what really warrants like 100 billion valuation, you know? Like what really warrants that?
Sui NFTs, Max.
Oh, how could I forget? You're right. How could I forget?
I gotta keep making that joke.
well, Doge commanded a value of 100 billion at one point.
Well, here's the thing about Doge. Doge is its own chain. It's proof of work. It's older than ETH. It's the OG meme coin. It's basically a Forex pair with a funny name. Why should it not? It's a Forex pair. What's the market cap of like any fiat? I mean, what's the market cap of the euro? What's the market cap of the yen? You know, Doge is a Forex pair. That's what it is. Doge is literally a Forex pair. No, and Doge has a very, very small inflationary component to it. It's like 3% per year, and throughout time it gets diminished. It's really not that inflationary, right? And when you denominate it against the dollar, which at one point a couple years ago had an inflation rate of over 9%, we all know that was like a quarter of what it really was. It's not so bad, right? Bitcoin has an inflation rate right now. You know, it's not the end of the world.
I would argue that a little inflation might be a better solution longer term for the economy, because in an ideal world, every capable economist will tell you that it's not deflationary prices that you want, it's constant prices that you want in the economy. Because if prices keep falling, then that limits spending of a consumer, because you would be feeling like, why should I buy this for $1,000 if I can buy it for 900 the next year, right? That's deflation.
Yeah.
And that's what you would have if your productivity is growing up, while the supply is constant, right? So having a stable inflation like 2 to 3% is actually, not bad, because it's going to
stimulating.
keep the prices constant, more or less. The problem is that when central banks and governments have this power, they are inevitably always going to misuse it for their own benefit, to buy promises of the voters and so forth. And it ends up with what we had in 2021, which is in real terms, like 40-50% inflation, where half of your net worth just gets evaporated through a single year. And that's a problem. So having a coded small inflation is actually good, I would say, because it keeps the prices the same. But that's food for thought too.
No, I agree with that.
Thank you, guys.
And I think if you're bearish on Dogecoin, you are bearish on meme coins as an asset class, quite frankly, because you can clearly see the relationship that Doge going up has with other meme coins. So I do think that needs to be said as well.
Dude.
Oh wow.
What is
Thanks,
this?
Brown
17,999. Dude, that's like $500.
Is it?
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you so much, the Brown Gent. I'm having a flashback. Did you do this once before, months and months ago? I feel like I remember your name. It's like $20. No, because YouTube colors it red if it's like a lot. So
It's 500, yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me Google it. AD.
No, I just did it. It's 500. Wow, that's so generous, Brown.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much, man. That's so nice. Now, if we just had, everybody watching the show, all 200 people on YouTube and then 1,000 on Twitter do that, that would be perfect. That's just all we need really quickly, just all of you to follow in his footsteps. But thank you guys for real. Well, thank you, the Brown Gent. Thank you all for tuning in. But thank you, the Brown Gent. That's huge, man. When the market gets slow, we turn the dimmer on the lights at BB, But thank you. I was the one keeping the lights on back in the day for BB. Well, no better day than to pick it back up than today, good sir. But I appreciate that, if that's true. All right. Well, that's awesome. It's been a while since we've had some action on YouTube. That's great.
Look at the last few. Just no.
Hey, Butters.
He's been here the whole time. I
haven't seen him.
It's not the design of my chair that looks like that. Although the bottom of the chair definitely looks like Butters was there. We won't talk about that.
Gold BTC. Are we saying it's topped or it's about to fly?
What is my PFP? Don't you know? The legendary one. Legendary.
What is it? Let me see.
Legend. Yeah. Wait for it. Dairy. But I'm also unbothered.
Are you moisturized?
Happy.
Flourishing?
In my own lane.
Very nice.
I'd also like to look at like Bitcoin and Nvidia. That's a chart I haven't looked at in a freaking minute.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think of this though?
Sweep of the high and then lower.
I knew that was coming.
I actually look at this pair the other way. I usually look at it Bitcoin gold. And
me too.
Here, I'll do it for you right now. Boom.
My man. And then a rare request, take it out of log mode.
Take it. No, it's not in log mode. I don't think.
Dude, that has to be log mode.
Well, log.
What the?
Hang on. Why is it not?
Something's off here. That doesn't look right. That's all warped. Do Bitcoin USDT, Tucker.
No, but
that's fine. That's fine.
We want market cap.
You're invested.
Okay, like we swept that low, the one to the left right there, and we're getting some reaction, which I think is a good sign of life. But like Bitcoin doesn't move up unless Bitcoin Gold is breaking higher, which we're not doing right now, but we very well could be at support. So I don't hate how this looks, but I do think if you lose this level, then you are literally nuking. Like you are
lights out.
Literally, not to be that guy, but lose this level and it's lights out. And Bitcoin's going to like 80K. So
be that guy.
Yeah, that's me. My eyes are more bloodshot than that, though, so it's not accurate. But
volatility incoming. Still in a range.
Still in a range.
Not out of the woods yet. all true. Today, just as yesterday, just as tomorrow.
That is one of my favorite memes, for sure. Just because it's so true.
The face, I like how he's laughing. That's very nice.
Tension.
That beard. That hairline, everything's perfect.
The teeth.
Wait, how much to download all my memes? Well, it's more costly than one Bitcoin right now, that's for sure.
You just can't buy that, man. That's something that you have to work for. You know, like that's how many years? 7, 8 years of being terminally online in the trenches of CT, acquiring that folder.
True.
I mean, you can't buy that. You know, it's invaluable. It's invaluable.
Plus, what is valuable is not only the memes themselves, but the naming of them, because when you want to use them, you need it right away. That's the hidden alpha.
You need it right away.
It's like you cannot be if you have so many memes, you cannot be looking for them like for 10 minutes to find one, right? Like you need it.
How do you organize, Jackus?
Folders.
Man, I can't do that. I can't organize my memes like that because I just add so many that it's just I can't possibly keep them all in a folder.
I'm completely disorganized. Like I have some on my computer, I have some on my phone, like not organized at all. It's a disaster.
This is the best meme that Jack has ever made right here. And this is the most concerning part about this one is how quickly he modified it. Because what he did is he pluralized me, which was incredibly offensive, but he was so quick to amend it. It's amazing. And like this one, give me harder battles. Give me harder battles. Dude, there are some crazy ones that you uploaded here, Jackus.
By the way, I cannot upload any new ones for some reason. I do not know why StreamYard is blocking me or what's this conspiracy, but
did you max it out?
Yeah, but even if I delete one, it still doesn't let me to upload a new one. It just says like each brand is limited to 100.
Bro, what?
Jack.
That has to be the label on it too, bro. I can see all your labels. I can see all your labels right when I put my mouse over them.
Same.
I think the labels are almost better than the memes.
They are.
Yes,
good. When I see that guy,
I like Tommy partying.
Tommy. Max Pepe one ball.
Or Tucker here.
Um,
Tell me more about it.
Max Pepe one ball is what you named that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, you can actually name them?
Dude, he did. If you go to the media assets and then you like put your mouse over the picture, you can see what his titles for all the pictures.
It's even better.
The titles are even better than the memes, man, which is unbelievable. But like you get a glimpse into Jackass's dark mind, that dark check mind, and it
Phew.
Can I make it bigger? You cannot
That's
see
what
the
she said.
Mastering Shitcoins book. Oh yeah, I can. No, I can't. Shit.
No,
Yeah.
I tried it too.
maybe we can. No, I don't think it does it.
Yeah, some memes simply are not the best to put in here. But again, I cannot modify them anymore. I suppose the dev rugged me.
You can move it left over Tucker's face, but that's about it.
Wait.
Ah.
Don't do-
Can you? How do you move it?
Ah.
Yeah, now he's trying to move it left. I know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to do it though.
No, not yet. But I'll figure it out.
No. Oh my God.
All right, guys. I think that's it for today. Tommy, do us a favor. Take us
All
out.
right, guys. That is it for today's show. We hope you guys had have an enjoyable last hour or so. A reminder that we do this show live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a typical start time around 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to catch us again to wrap your week up, we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. But of course, make sure to finish up your day with Market Talk, hosted by the legendary King Wabi. That is pretty much a daily spaces that we host through Wabi's account, as well as Because Bitcoin X account. So make sure to stay following and subscribe to both so you can be notified, not just when we schedule those spaces, but also when we go live. We've had a bunch of people, a bunch of listeners on those shows recently, and Wabi's been absolutely crushing it. So make sure to check that out when you have time. Even if you don't have time,
we don't have to run the whole chart, but quick 5-second thoughts.
I didn't even see that one.
You just sent it, I guess. I just saw it. Thoughts quickly. I'll pull it up for you guys. It's rapid fire.
I for once want to know what is BAM. Bam. Bam.
Bosnia.
Bosnia. Is it Bosnia currency?
I think I mispronounced that, but
Rapid fire, boys.
better bottom.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks like every other ETH beta that just,
I didn't know that you guys keep your own currency still. I saw that you guys already had euro.
I mean, it's really simple. Like if ETH goes into price discovery, this will rip. If ETH does not go into price discovery, this will die, just like the rest of the market. Yeah, I mean, it's got to get over that 10-cent level, and then I think, you've got a lot of runway. The only thing here is I don't love how, like, I feel like it got a little bit more wrecked in like early 2025 just because of like perps, and I think it got listed on Binance around then, which I feel like just, made things way worse. But again, you clear that, you clear that 10, 11, 12 cent region, you'll be fine. But it's got work to do just like the rest of the market. It just needs ETH. That's my view on it. But it's no different than any other like ETH meme that did really well last year. So
I think it needs to bounce here. Is it really all the way back down at the? There's no way it's back down at like the origin.
No, dude. It's still like this is not the full chart. I don't like it. It's retraced quite a bit, but it's not. It's not like a listing or whatever, or like what do you even call it? Like
It's
token
200
generation event price? No.
because this is what 250 mil.
Yeah, it was like way down there, you know.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it does something like BNB. I don't know. At the bear market bottom. I don't know. I'm not really trading this asset, but yeah. All right, guys. That does conclude the show today, though. Already ran through when you can catch us again, but if you are looking for something that can give you an edge in perpetual futures markets and on-chain markets, we've got tools for you to be able to do that, starting with our Volume Fusion Pro Discord. If you want automated alerts based on hourly momentum and around Max's Volume Fusion Pro algorithm and indicators, we do have a Discord for you to be able to check that out. All you have to do is sign up for Blowfin using our referral link. You'll be given access to some of these trading strategies and more in the future. So check that out. Also, make sure to check out the BB Terminal, guys. If you're looking for an edge in on-chain markets, we have launched our brand new DGen page. So whether or not you are shitcoining on Solana, on BSC, or even SUI NFTs, we've got the best possible product on the market for you to be able to do that and have an edge trading these assets. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. We hope that you'll be back for tomorrow's episode as we officially wrap up the week. But until then, thank you again, as always. And of course, stay safe.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. BB Terminal,